Okay, actually, that was my fault. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. All right, this is what happens. Every time I take a break from streaming, I forget which buttons do what, and I press the wrong one as soon as I start the stream. But we good now, and we're going to see what happens next. So we did decide last time I was playing this, I talked to a few people in stream and out of stream. I'm going to let the voiceovers do their thing, and then I will then read it in English. That's how we're going to do the playthrough now that there's voice acting, because the voice acting adds too much to this game to like turn it off. Like even if it's not in my like native tongue, it adds a lot, I think. It is Farazard, okay. This is Farazard, City of the Sand. It has a much different atmosphere from the other nations. It's true, it's actually somewhat happy looking. Under the rule of my lord, all kinds of desires intersect day and night. It is truly the nightless city of the demon world. Now that I'm finally back, I have to report on how things went in Zekrest and Veldista. I'd like to pop in on some old stores before we go. Let me show you the bazaar, the symbol of freedom that Farazard prides itself on. Brawn Flakes, my holidays were pretty rad, to be honest. Usually I'm not big on the holidays, but I had a lot of fun. I had like some friends over for a cool board game night on Christmas Eve, or not on Christmas Eve, on New Year's Eve. I got back to my hometown for a little bit, and I got a lot of rad retro games that I'm going to stream eventually for Christmas and that. How was your holiday season? It's lively and worth a look. Oh, geez, I got Legend of Legaia, Parasite Eve, Earthworm Jim 1 and 2. What else? Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, and Rocket Knight Adventures. So I got like not as many RPGs. Like usually I like focus up like on RPGs, but I got a bunch of like really cool platformers that I used to play with my friends back in the day, especially Earthworm Jim 1 and 2. Like my friends and I used to play that all the time. So I'm super excited to have them back again. Oh, that's good. Wow, that's the name of the game, right? Busy, but at least you had a good time, right? Something seems off. Yeah, all of the Super Nintendo ones, unless I'm forgetting one. Because I have like Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, and then I got it a long time ago, but I have Donkey Kong 64 as well. So maybe sometime in between an RPG, I'll do like some Donkey Kong, because that might be fun. I'm not like particularly good at it, but Donkey Kong is fun. Iron ore. One for 1 million gold. I can't afford that. He's so scared. Thanks. Yeah, hopefully. Anyway, depending on if I get angry at it, but I'm usually like okay. So the only game that I actually like raged out and actually like turned off the stream because I got so angry was Beyond Oasis. Weirdly enough, usually I'm pretty good. But I don't know why. I've always really liked the Donkey Kong games, even though I'm not like super good at them. But I'm happy to have all 3 of them again. It was kind of funny. I got 3, and then I ended up like just randomly getting 1 and 2 like a week later because there was like a cool deal at one of the retro stores near me. Medical herb for 800,000 gold? What the hell? Are you saying you won't sell to outsiders? No, no, no. The Farazard Commercial Association welcomes all customers. Yes. Almost said outsiders. I almost gave it away. Well, you see, there's a serious shortage right now. And this is still the best price, yes? I can't believe this. I'll tell everyone that the bazaar in Farazard is a ripoff, where you can't even buy simple herbs. Shortage of goods. Jurgamot, where are you? I'm assuming it's the dude hiding behind the cart. Oh, never mind, it's her. Ah, Yushka, you're home. First of all, I'm glad you're safe. I'd love to hear one of your lovely stories, but... Oh, what a cute little servant. How much did you pay for them? Would you sell them to me? Save the small talk for later, Jurgamot. You're supposed to be in charge here. What the hell is going on? He's just ignoring him to tell us. This bazaar trades in a variety of goods coming from the northeast Dinga trade post in the Jarimbaha Desert. There we go, I think I said that right. Recently, one after another, vicious monsters have appeared in Zumul Pass, an important trade route, and attacking the traders who are carrying goods. I asked Farazard's army to take down the enemy. They said they had their own reasons and that they could not take any major moves. This doesn't mean you have to sell one thing for $800,000. That's my thing. That's right. I have nothing to sell because I haven't received any goods. The prices have skyrocketed. My head is spinning. We've all been waiting for you. I love the little guy in the background. We'll take care of the rest. We'll restore the bazaar to its original state. I think the demon world's cool because like they all live with monsters and they're all buds. Like they're all kind of like dicks. Well, at least most of the ones we've met, but like they live with monsters and they're not fighting all the time. Lord Yushka, we're in your debt. First of all, we should rest up from our trip. We'll stay at the inn for a strategy meeting. Oh, I really like this like coffee cup thing I have, but damn, does it keep it hot for it like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's a dumb thing to complain about, but it keeps my coffee hot for too long. So it burns me. This is the inn. You're Yushka's servant. I am paid by Yushka. Yushka will be here soon. Shall I show you to your room? Yes, you shall. Yes, sir. Well then, follow me. I haven't had a lot of time. I've been trying to work on like getting some Master Orb stuff for Belcrum, but I've been having like terrible luck with drops, so I'll keep kind of working on that off stream when I have time. The three major powers in the demon world, Farazard is the most fledgling. Sorry.
この世には訳ありな奴らが5万といる。集落からあぶれた者、借金を背負った者、故郷を失った者、どこにも行くあてのない者。
There are 1,000,001 people in this world. Those who have been left behind, those who have fallen into debt, those who have lost their homes, those who have nowhere to go.
あらゆるものを分け隔てなく受け入れる代わり、それまでの一切の縁を断ち切って、ファラザードの魔王と主従契約を結ばせる。
Oh, that's why they're all buds. In exchange for accepting all people without distinction, one must sever all ties with their past and form a contract with the Demon King of Farazard.
ゼクレスのような血統主義でも、バルディスタみたいな恐怖統治でもない方法で民を集め、一つの国を成したってわけだ。
This nation does not operate based on pedigree like Zekris, nor is it a reign of terror like Valdista.
ファラザードの魔王の務めは、契約を果たすこと。民を庇護し、その暮らしを保障すること。
Duty of the Demon King of Farazard is to fulfill his contracts, protect his people, and guarantee their livelihood.
だが、魔王との契約を結ばず、一方的にファラザードの富を奪おうとするならず者どもも近隣には潜んでいる。
However, there are also some rogues in the area who refuse to make a pact with the Demon King and try to steal Farazard's wealth. Like that cool little jester man.
今回のバザールの問題も、ファラザードの魔王のやり方が気に食わない連中の仕業に違いない。
The bizarre problem must be the work of those who don't like the way the Demon King of Farazard does things.
もしお前が魔王だったら、そいつらをどうする？
If you were the Demon King, how would you handle it? If I was the Demon King, I'd knock him dead. You'd have to, you're a Demon King.
徹底的に潰すか。確かに苦労してかき集めた財産を横取りする連中には、お仕置きが必要かもな。
Crush them thoroughly, huh? Indeed, those who take away our hard-earned wealth may need to be punished.
よし。いいだろう。お前の思う通り、好きにするがいい。
Very well. You do what you think is best.
俺は王城と連絡を取ってみる。お前はバザールの問題を解決してみせろ。
I'll try to get in touch with the castle. You try to solve the problem in the bazaar.
この件に関しては、さっき会った元締めのジルガモットが詳しいだろう。
Jirgamot, the woman we just met with, would know a lot more about this.
俺のしもべとしてふさわしい働きを期待してるぞ。今は体を休めておけ。明日からは別行動だ。
As my servant, I have high expectations of you. For now, rest your body. Tomorrow we'll split up. Malcolm rested well at the inn. Yeah, he did. Then morning came. And he had to do all of Yorshka's work again. It's Yushka. Yushka say I haven't played Dark Souls 3 in so long, and I keep switching his name for the fucking dragon kid or whatever it was in the tower. I don't even remember anymore. Yushka seemed to have woken up before Belcrum and gone somewhere. I should play Dark Souls 3 again sometime. It's been a while. Let's go to Jirgamot's place and talk to her to solve the problem that is happening in the bazaar. I will say this though, I like Souls-likes. Well, I like the Souls games mainly. A lot of Souls-likes, they're like missing something. They're like fun or they're challenging, but there's always something missing. But like to this day, I still think that I just like Dark Souls 1 the best. There's just something about it. I think it's because it was so new, blah, blah, blah. Like, I had played Demon Souls before Dark Souls came out, but I didn't get super into it at the time. But like, I don't know, there was just something about Dark Souls 1. Like just the way the world was laid out and everything, it was just, there was just something cool about it. And the other ones I just never got as into. Welcome, Mr. Servant. I'm Jurgamat, the head of the bazaar. Yushka told me that he ordered you to solve the bazaar's problems. That's refreshingly circular. However, I expect you to cooperate willingly and not just because I'm ordering you to. Of course, I'm prepared to pay you handsomely for your help. How's that? Will you help us with the bazaar? Well, I've been ordered to, so obviously I will. You've been asked to undertake a quest. Will you acquiesce to this request? Yes, I will. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Please accept my regards. As I told you before, the bazaar is running out of goods. Because the traders carrying goods from the Dinga trade posts are being attacked by monsters in Zomul Pass. Monsters keep appearing one after another, and since we can't rely on the military, it's more practical to open up another trade route. We need to use the Dinga barrier near the Dinga trade post to allow safe passage for our traders. There is a slight problem with that barrier. There's an archaeologist, Mapricot, who is looking into it. And I was wondering if you could go there and talk to him. It's northeast of Farazard. If you have any questions, just ask. Work hard, servant. All right, we're gonna save the bazaar. I'm also, I know I said this last time, but I am gonna try to like get the streaming schedule back being a little more consistent because like I had finished the Gravity Rush playthrough, so there's like new playthroughs that I want to get rolling with on the Monday streams and that, so we're gonna start rolling into it next week. This week on Monday, unfortunately, I like really effed up my my neck on Monday. Like by the time I left work, I pretty much just spent my entire evening like laying on like a heating pad on my like my left shoulder and like my neck and that because I could barely turn my head. I'm a lot better now, but like I was like in really rough shape Monday, so I was like I can't sit in a computer chair right now, like I'm done. So that kind of threw my plans out because it's like, I'll just take a bit more time away from streaming. I'd been kind of getting burnt out on it and wasn't really having fun for a while, so I was like, I'm gonna come back to it in January and just kind of chill out and enjoy the holidays, right? So it's good to be getting back into it, but it kind of sucks that like the first day that I planned, I even said, I was like, oh, I'll be back on the 6th of January, and then like, of course I hurt myself like right that day, but that's okay. It is what it is. I might try to do an extra, well, actually I probably won't. I don't think I'll have time, but if I do, I'll try to maybe do an extra stream on the weekend. Because I'd like to get a bit further into the story since it's 10 week and kind of keep rolling with it. There's Mapricot. So you're the servant of Yushka that God, they all have weird names. Jurgamat was talking about. I see. I'm Mapricot, an archaeologist, and Jurgamat has given me permission to push you around as my assistant. This gateway was built during the time of the shipping city of Zard, which died about 2,500 years ago. It seems to have been sealed around the same time. What happened at that time? I sense a strong magic power from the seal. I think this is the sorcery of a high-ranking demon. Let's call in the experts to investigate from here. Well, I'm sorry you just got here, but I need you to go back to Farazard and ask for help from a woman named Neshalot in the magic shop. She should be able to find a solution to your problem. I'm sure she'll be a great assistant. Oh, and don't make the mistake of trying to defeat the dark giraffe infesting Zomul Pass. You'll get hurt. Even if you do, your reward won't be the same. And I won't praise you for it. Please, don't do anything dangerous. Listen, I'll fight every dark giraffe that I come across. But let's go back to the city. At least the game apologized for like wasting our time and making us like walk here for no reason. But yeah, so like the going plan is I'd like to get started with I've been doing this, like I've been planning for a while that I want to like play through all the Shining Force games, like at least 1 to 3. because there's translations for like the other 2 parts of Shining Force 3. So I thought I would do kind of like a staggered playthrough of those 3 games with like games in between each of them. So that's going to be what I'm going to start up on Monday. And then I'm going to try to finish off the Freedom Unite playthrough of Monster Hunter next week. And hopefully get the Monster Hunter Stories playthrough back on track. Because I feel like it's been on pause for so long that like... Honestly, I don't even remember what I was doing, so I feel like I should almost like restart the game, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of refresh myself before the stream next week and hopefully know what the heck I was doing. There she is. We specialize in witchcraft. Who do you want to curse? Who would you like to ruin? How about your heart for the price? No? Did you come here on the recommendation of Mapricot? No? I'm not such a pain in the ass. Wait, I'm not. Such a pain in the ass, huh? Okay. I'm afraid of what'll happen later, so I'll cooperate. I've heard about the sealing of the barrier, but I've never heard that it's from the Zardoz era. But even I, a rare sorcerer, don't know what to do if I don't find out the identity of the sorcerer sealing the barrier. Farazard is a country that united a group of small states in the desert, built on the site of the former shipping city of Zard. I'm sure there must be at least one survivor who knows what it was like back then. I'm sure there's a lot of information out there. Why don't you ask a watertight monster? Hee. Some of the side quests... I think most of the side quests are machine translated, and some of them just have really weird syntax, and it really throws me off. A water monster? Is there... Well, there is water over there. Alright, we'll just keep our eyes peeled for a water monster. Penguins like water. Long before Farazard was built, this area used to be a thriving, historic shipping town. But it was destroyed in a war. The town was devastated and settled by thieves, but when Farazard was built, most of the thieves were wiped out by our Demon King. Even now, there's a group of surviving thieves who resent that and are trying to get revenge on the Demon King. I think their name is Shish Kebabs or something like that. So you're saying I'm not a survivor of the defunct shipping city of Zard? No, I'm just a well-informed man. Okay, fair enough, bud. That's the fish exchange person. That's a water monster. You better tell me, Vicar. Hot crab, a crab that's almost dry from the tips of its scissors. Is it a crab that you're trying to keep moist at the water's edge? Are you a crab looking for survivors of the Zard? Me, I'm a migratory crab from one desert to the next. I don't live that long. All right, fair enough. I think he's not that big. Let's look up here. I do like that everybody has this like evil plant. I noticed it in the inn, or are we in the inn right now? No, we're not. But I noticed it in the inn. It's a cool looking like purple flytrap. Maybe that was the inn room. I guess it was. All right, water monster. We got a Skeleman. Nothing. Yura. I may look like this, but I'm a stimulating masseuse. You can choose the level of numbness from weak to strong. The weakest is a subtle touch that sends you to paradise. The strongest one is a very serious one and will send you to paradise. But you're not used to seeing me like this, so why don't you take advantage of the free first-time service that comes with my talk as a free gift? No, thank you. Or sure, give me a massage. Newcomers, one person to show you around. Just give me the damn massage. Malcolm was taken in the building and laid face down on a comfortable hard bed in the dark. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good job, good job, good job. I know a little bit about Zard. My ancestors are the never mind, this was the right guy. Are the survivors of the defunct Zard. It is said that in the past, Zard was the place where the best merchants gathered and amassed their wealth, even across the rough and stormy Demon Sea. It was even called the Utopia of the Demon World. The Demon King who ruled Zard was greedy. He was so greedy that he took most of the wealth for himself and held a grudge. It was at this time that the massive salt damage occurred. When salt damage occurs, building tends to collapse. Crops would have been completely wiped out, but the Demon King didn't save the starving people. This was the first moment of destruction. Oh well. Time's almost up. Let me finish up. Exquisite touch and service talk. I feel lightened after a long journey. All of Belcrum's HPs have been restored. I'm sure he knows a lot more about what Zard just said. I'll talk to him later. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I'm rooting for you, my customers who are doing your best for Farazard. All right, so we talked to Eustace. Ah, welcome, little guy. I'd love to feed you with my cooking, but unfortunately, we're closed due to lack of supply. I can see the kebabs right there. Lack of supplies. I thought you came here to eat. You're looking into Zard, the shipping city. My great-grandfather told me about it. The salt damage that hit Zard killed a lot of people, but the greedy Demon King was so busy protecting his own property that they finally revolted and he was killed by his own people. Finally, the people revolted and killed him. It also does that sometimes. It'll like double up dialogue, but say it in a slightly different way. And the next thing you know, the hierarchy started. The Demon King had 3 sons, and the first and second princes, who were proud of their power, began to kill each other. And in the end, they fell together in a heap. The survivors abandoned the devastated Zard and scattered to the wilderness. It's a shameful story, isn't it? Farazard is no stranger to this. If the shortage continues, there will be a war over food. You know what? The fate of our country depends on your work. Little guy, now eat this. No, but eat it. If you don't eat it, you'll be in trouble. All right, so we ate it. My eyes started to water, but I got my magic points back. Haha, yum, right? Farazard's famous Demon World Black Lizard Skewers. It used to be my treat, but I'll make an exception and give it to you. Well, the third prince who didn't join the hierarchy took Zard's treasure and ran away in the dead of night, scattering across the desert. The thief who chased after the treasure is still alive. Hajiraha, the boss of the alleyway in Farazard, is rumored to be so. All right, I guess we'll head for the alleyway. And I think I've ironed out what was going wrong with the music. I'm not 100%, but it doesn't seem to be doing it anymore, and I'm hoping that it stays that way. It was something about, so Dragon Quest X doesn't like it if audio sources change, and it'll cut the music if it happens. So I'm wondering if maybe my computer was like, for whatever reason, because it can sometimes happen with wireless controllers, it'll like think it's a speaker for a minute. I was like looking into other people with a similar issue to me. So I've done some tests and I think it's okay now. So hopefully we won't have that happen anymore, because like the music's so rad in this game. I don't want it cutting out every night, even if it's like not that often. It's like the music's too good to lose. Oh, it's a big Yeti man. Hey, young man, you lost? If you don't need me, get out. I'm just in the middle of something. Or what? You want something from me? Yes, I do. I want you to be my friend. I see. You're the face I don't see. But you know I'm Hajraha, boss of Alleyway, and you still want to see me. Our young murderous guy is lurking in buildings all over the place. But I don't care what happens. Are you ready for that? Sure. Oh, I see. You did well to come in here without even going through the proper channels. I like your bold spirit. So let's hear what you have to say about it. Malcolm explained that Hajraha had come to ask if Zard was a survivor. No, I had come to ask him if he was a survivor of the shipping city. Ha! Oh no, that's not it. I thought some hot young guy had come to talk about it, but this is a very old story. I used to make a fortune in the dying city of Zard. That day when I entered the palace, I came upon the third prince, Dinga, who was taking the treasure of the evil seal, a secret treasure that had never been released from the gate. I chased the fleeing prince Dinga to the customs gate northeast of town. But then when the prince held up the evil jewel to the sky, to my surprise, a huge number of evil spirits appeared and stubbornly closed the gate of the gate. Prince Dinga fled beyond the gate and the evil jewel shattered into pieces. It has remained there for 2,500 years. It'll never be unsealed again. You want to do something about it? Go to the jewelry shop Hallie. The master is an expert on all the ores in the demon world. Let him use his wits. All right, now we gotta go to the jewelry store. Oh, I might as well grab that while we're here too. I'm gonna have to double check too. I think I've gotten all these, but it's good to have them because they're useful. There's a lot of like little random areas in the demon world that like it's just so much easier if you have every single possible little fast travel point. All right, so we'll pop off to the next person and see what Hallie's saying. And I might do what I've been doing like for most of the like Dragon Quest X streams, where we'll do like a section of the story on the stream, whether it takes a long time or a short time. Because I don't really care if the streams are super duper long or not. It's more just like I like to have like a succinct like this is what we did today. If I'm playing like a longer game like like when we were playing Gravity Rush, you know, I'll just kind of play it for whatever amount of time. Shit, it was like right there. I don't know, I've been trying to think of ways to like make it flow a little bit better for myself. How do I get up there? Oh, okay. There's Hallie. Welcome to Farazard Jewelry Shop. Here we do everything from sorting ores to processing them into jewelry and ornament. Ores that have been exposed to demon miasma are endowed with magical properties. Powers. The higher-ranking demons pay a heavy price for special gems and jewelry. Now what can I do for you? Belcom explained to Hallie about the Dinga barrier and the evil seal jade. Oh, that's very exciting. The treasure of the evil seal is another maniacal item. It is said to be a legendary item in which the souls of the 100 evil spirits of hell were sealed according to the taste of a certain demon king. It is said that the ore Jeffendite, which has the power to seal evil spirits, was condensed by witchcraft to produce this treasure. If you tell Neshalot what you just heard, I'm sure she'll come with a way to deal with it. She may not look like it, but she is a first-rate sorcerer. Okay, now we'll go talk to Neshalot. I'm gonna see if I can get to that treasure. Oh, excuse me. I didn't think I was that tired, but I guess I'm pretty sleepy. since this is like my first like full week. Like we didn't have like a lot of time away. Do I care about that? I'll take it. But we had like a decent couple of days off, so this is like my first like full week back. I don't know why it's like wiping me out. I think it's because I hurt myself on Monday, so I've been like having a bit of trouble sleeping, so I've been like a little bit extra tired, but that's okay. We'll get through it. Alright, so we'll talk to her again. Neehee, welcome back. So, did you find any survivors of Zard? What kind of sorcery is sealing the barrier? It's 100 souls from hell. Welcome passed on all the information you gathered on Farazard so far. Dinga barrier has been shut down by the evil spirits that emerged from the evil sealed jade. If only we could get the 100 evil spirits from hell that reside in the barrier back into the Dinga jade. The Dinga jade has already been shattered. Alright, I'll do it. I'll make a new spell to replace the evil sealer's jewel. I'll absorb the souls of the evil spirits into it, and I'll use Gfendite as a material for the spell. Hallie, or is it Haley? Probably Haley. I just skipped that dialogue. All right, anyway, there's a monster. Go get me 100 Fendrite. Jeez, that's a lot. 100 with your ears all lined up. You don't have to be so scared. You can manage somehow. Go, go. Please don't tell me I have to fight 100 of a monster. There was a quest like that where it's like, get me 100 feathers, and each kill only dropped 1 feather, and I did the quest on Warbeard. I didn't do it on Belkram. I'm like, I'm not doing it a second time. Jeez, I keep punching my mic. All right, hopefully. Okay, cool. It did mark where they are. So at least I have a general idea, and hopefully they drop more than 1 per kill of whatever the item is. And I guess we'll have to start aiming for something else on 10 day, because I've just been all about getting this coffin for so long, and now I finally have it. I'm gonna have to figure out a different item to start saving up present tickets for. There's like all kinds of like cool little cosmetics. There's actually other mounts too. There's all kinds of cool things you can get with those tickets, but I haven't really looked through them very much because I've been just like really all about this. Let's see. It's this thing, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's see how many we get. They are week 2. Thunder and Earth. We'll do that. We'll do that. The stamp set. You know what? I need more stamps, Crystal. Also, how you doing? I don't have very many. Everybody else is like throwing out stamps like they rule the entire world, and I got like nothing. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. It's 10 weeks, so we gotta get back at it. Boom! All right, please drop more than 1 at a time. Don't make me regret everything that's ever happened. Okay, it's 10 per monster, so we don't have to kill 100 of something, thankfully. Because that would have been nightmarish. Let me just double check something too. Boom, 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 boom. That's not what I wanted. Okay, Funeral is Earth and Dark, and Gale is Wind and Thunder. Okay, that's what I thought. It's been a little bit, and I wanted to make sure. Standard 2 set? Oh, okay, I'll take a look then. Because I finally got Belkram the Coffin mount, so I was like, I gotta like focus it up on something else. All right, so Funeral Force is okay too for these guys. This fucking starfish just spun kicked me. Oof. Oh, that's fine. Like, I don't... Like, I kind of like the way Belkram looks, so I'm not really looking to change his look. It's Warbeard that I'm constantly changing his glamour on, but, so I can save up and just get some stamps. Especially when I'm doing that darn, the World Botany thing. Everybody's always tossing in cool little stickers, and I got nothing. Da-da-da. I feel like it's not really worth using that AoE unless there's like 3 or more of them. And Warbeard just killed them off anyway. Alright, we should only need to fight one more pack and then we should have everything. It's reasonable. It's reasonable to use it. The things I really need to focus on is I need to... He keeps getting his special move off. I really need to get Belkram, like, some new weapons going. I'm gonna have to, like, farm up for that eventually. And I need to finish getting as many of his, I can't talk today, I'm sorry. Mass orbs. I made a list of all the master orbs that I wanted to get for him, so I just need to, like, I can get a lot more of them now that we're in version 5, so I need to just sit down and do it, but I've had, like, no video game time lately, really. And what little time I've had, I've gotten really hooked on that Metaphor Ray Fantasio game lately. It's been super fun. The new Monster Hunter's coming soon. I hope it's good. All right, here's your 100 things. Did you get the Jafenda Ito 100 with all your ears lined up? Yeah, I did. And they're adding the worst monster in the world to the beta. Hooray! I have a special hatred of Gypceros, but you know what? I hope they give him some, like, new little tricks and make him really fun, but I always hated Gypceros as, like, a Gunlance main because I found him to be a pain in the ass because he ran around so much, and, like, Gunlance outside of Rise was a very cumbersome weapon, so it's like constantly, oh, I gotta sheath and chase him down, and then I get, like, 2 hits in, and then he starts running around the zone. I hated fighting him back in the day. Yeah, they've done it. I can't wait to see what they do with Kutku. Like, having Kutku back is going to be so wonderful, so it'll be really cool. Yeah. I'm giving her the Jafendite. Oh, wow, indeed. You got 100 pieces. You're pretty talented, aren't you? I'm tempted to make you my exclusive familiar. I'll leave the rest to you. Even the Demon King bows down to this rare sorcerer, Neshalot. I'll turn off the lights for a moment because amateurs have strong Shigeki. Sure. Neshalot turned off the lights in the darkness. There was a sickening sound like meat being dragged, and a foul smell lingered around the area. All right, that's cool. 100 souls of blood, immortal macro bind them. Fill the empty vessel with its fat. Mabara, Lube, Sierra, Grabosera. And ta-da! Completed with pride. This is the evil sealing lamp that unseals the barrier. It's an evil sealing lamp that unseals things. Well, maybe the barrier's evil and they're sealing it. That would make the most sense. The evil seal jewel is too much for an ordinary demon to handle, so I arranged it into an oil lamp for you to use as well. I'm so kind, eh? How to use the evil sealing lamp? You just do a Tachi pit turn, and then a Tachi pit turn, and then a Gumo, I don't want to read all this, and then a Tapachoa, and finally, Yoi Koilak. That's it. Okay. I'll take care of the rest. Take the lamp and go back to Mapricot at the Dinga barrier. You know, there is a very noticeable difference between side quests and main story quests. But there's been some like really funny ones, like the Deathmaster one was really hilarious. The thank you one. I always use the, I don't want to split, you know, like that one dude in version 6 and he's like huffing. That's a terrible description. I don't think I have it on Belcrum. No, I haven't even set up any like shortcut stamps on Belcrum. Yeah, I always use that one because I'm like, yeah. And everybody's like, oh, Warbeard, you're so funny and you're the best and we love you. And they have no idea that I can't speak Japanese. They just think that I'm a good guy. Although to them, my name is Warbiado, because that was as close as I could get. All right, Mapricot. Well, welcome back. By my calculations, it should have taken you 3 more days to get back. But I'm surprised at how quickly you worked. You're quite good. Now, would you mind sharing some information with us? Welcome to... Oh, okay, so maybe there's a version 5 one. All right, I'm gonna take a look at these because I didn't even look at any of the stamp sets that you could get with the present tickets. I was... Like I said, I was like laser focused on getting that coffin mount. That was like all I wanted. Would you like to give the evil sealing lamp to Mapricot? Sure, I would. Malcolm gave Mapricot the information he had gathered so far and handed over the evil sealing lamp. I see. With the evil sealing lamp, you can absorb and contain the souls of the 100 evil spirits of hell that are closing the gates. The only problem is that the way to use the lamp is to use the Tachi pit turn method. So when you talk the lamp, it goes Guma. I don't want to read all this again. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so dizzy, I don't understand it. What on earth do you want me to do? Okuga set 1 is only 3 stands, but it's also only 3 tickets. Okay. Maybe I should get that one then, because it would be nice to be able to communicate a little bit more. Like with the other, well, you know, with the people that aren't speaking English, right? How are we gonna use the lamp? We're gonna bang on it. Mapricot tried to knock the evil sealing lamp to the ground with all her might. Wait a minute, if you do that, you'll break the spell tool. Tachi pit turn Zumtak and then Gumai. Then I don't want to read all this again. It's kind of like that, but you can't smash it with a sledgehammer. What are you trying to make me do? Listen, if you know how to do it, just do it. Apparently this is not the correct usage of the evil sealing lamp. Let's try to find another way to use it. Fine, rub it vigorously. Mapricot, rub the evil sealing lamp vigorously. There we go. Yeah, that one I use as well. That's the one that I use like when people revive me and stuff like that. And then when we successfully beat a boss, I do the guy who's like, yeah. Be careful, the barrier is overflowing with magical power and it's coming this way. Pretty much every Japanese player, though, they all have like a thing that just says, thank you for your hard work. Like every single dungeon. So I'm like, maybe I should just set up one of those. Or it's probably one of the shortcut auto like speak things already anyway. The cluttered atmosphere surrounding the Dinga barrier was sucked into Mapricot's evil ceiling lamp. At least I have that one on Warbeard. I should really look at the stamps on this. The seal of the customs gate was broken. Strong magic that sealed the barrier is gone. Instead, I sense a horrifying presence from inside the evil ceiling lamp. Your quick thinking saved my life. You've done an excellent job as my assistant, Mr. Belkram. I will take full responsibility for the evil ceiling lamp and return it to Neshalot. Thank you for your hard work so far. Now you can go back to the bazaar and report to my sister about the customs. Yes, Jurgamot. Oh, didn't I tell you? Jurgamot is my sister and Neshalot is my sister. We are triplet sisters. If you look closely, you can see the resemblance in our faces. We have the same location, the same personality, and the same taste in clothes as Barbara. Who the hell is Barbara? All right, I gotta get back to main story quest. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, that's true too. Let me see here. It's been a while since I've even messed with stamps. What was it? Settings, communication. There's these. And then you can switch it to a stampy. Yeah, and then you can pick your stampies. All right, so here's what I got so far on Belkram. I got good morning, honeydew. Yeah, okay, well, I might as well bind that one. I will bind that one in a minute. I wish that the Dustin one was something happy because I would use it constantly because Dustin is the best character in this game. Could just tell people to take a break. Yeah, I do have him. I must have gotten it at some point without realizing. Well, I'm gonna get him slotted right back in. Here's my boy. And then we'll slot this one in with Regua, because I never properly learned how to say his name. There we go. Thank you so much. And hey. All right, we're good. Let's get on with this. Oh man. Back to Farazard. I know Warbeard probably has a lot more stamps. I've been neglecting the purple. I put down Dragon Quest 3 for a bit. Ever since I played the like prologue demo of that Metaphor game, I've just been like, I want to play that game. So I was like, I'm gonna get to Dragon Quest 3 later, because I've already beaten Dragon Quest 3, just not the new HD version. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play Metaphor first, and then come back to it, because that game's so fun. Oh, like other players can sell them? That's cool. All right, Jurgamot. Welcome back, Mr. Servant. You worked with Mapricot and Neshalot to finally open the customs. Now that a safe trade route has been secured, the traders will be arriving soon, and the shortage should be solved. My sisters did their best, but more than anyone else, it's because of you that the problem was solved so quickly. I love valuable things. I wouldn't spare any money for a capable servant like you. Hey, how would you be willing to pay to be mine? How much would you be willing to accept to be mine? I'm quite serious. Keep a positive attitude, and this is my reward. Belkram received 2 Midnight Stones. Ooh. Aren't sellable, but there's been a lot of... Oh, yeah. Did I need to check that yearly... You know the train station lottery? Was I supposed to go to the train station and see if I won, or would the game have told me if I won? Because if I secretly won millions of gold, I need to know about it. I can see 320 fame points. All right, there we go. Shit. Okay, we might have to take a detour. What, could you imagine Could you imagine if I was secretly rich? We sisters used to rule a small kingdom at the end of the Jarimha Desert. But the current demon king of Farazard has made an enthusiastic plea for us to help him create the most idealistic kingdom ever. I believe that a sharp demon king who can unite such diverse nations will build a true demon world utopia this time. There's one thing that concerns me. If it's all right with you, after we take a break, will you give us a call again? In the meantime, thank you for your hard work, servant. There we go. Ooh. Okay, maybe. Okay, one sec. Let's just real quick. Wait, do I have to go to each train station individually or just one of them? I'll go to the Weddy one and then if I have to go to all of them, I'll do it later. That kind of sounds like him, to be honest. Just one. Okay, so let's hit up the Weddy one because that's where we live. Where is the Julette train station? Oh yeah, it's like right there. Okay, perfect. That is a good one to go to. I'm still completely in love with the glamour that I gave Warbeard. I think it's the best thief outfit that could have ever been made. And I don't think anyone will ever top it. Even though it took me over 100 runs in the Magic Maze. To get that damn mustache. Alright, let's go and see if we can get a treat. I gotta check that on Warbeard too. I completely forgot about it, and then like yesterday I was like, oh, like I'm gonna like get some time and stream tomorrow. And I was like, oh no, I didn't check on that lottery. All right, let's see. All right. What? Maybe. Oh shit. One sec. I'm so sorry to do this. One sec. I think maybe I forgot to buy them on Belkram. All right, one sec. I have to disappear for like 2 seconds just because Warbeard is not set up for streaming, so I just got to turn on streaming mode. I'll be 2 seconds. I do apologize. But BRB. All right, we're cool because I'm a good person. All right, let's go check on Warbeard. Because I have to interrupt the story to double check if I won a bunch of gold. I still have to do. I have one quest that I haven't done yet, and I need to stop being lazy and do it, but I keep forgetting to. I've done like so many quests. 748 of them. But I need to do this one. This Monster Doctor's research. I'll do it eventually. I just keep forgetting that I need to. I could probably solo it at this point. But that's fine. We're gonna check the lottery and then I'm gonna get my butt back into version 5. Okay, I'll message you sometime then. Yeah, I gotta get it. I've done every other quest. Like, what am I doing? Well, not every other quest. Like, there's crafting quests, but it's like, I'm not gonna sit there and, like, grind every crafting guy in the game. Like, I did that in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not doing it ever again in any game. It was way too much work, and I honestly just don't have time. Because I'll be too busy playing Monster Hunter starting next month. If it's good. But the beta was fun, so I'm going to assume the whole game is fun. Okay. Welcome, your wildest dreams and amazing luck are coming your way. What does this mean? Yeah, well, I've been doing cooking on Warbeard, and, like, I'm not even that far, and I was like, I'm all right. Okay. What results? Would you like me to confirm? Yes, confirm it. What is that? Third place. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. The emote book tumble. Okay. The dream accessory box. Well, that's not great. Well, sometimes the dream accessory boxes are cool. All right, let's see what this emote does. All right, that's pretty badass. That's just the damn minstrel. It's just the minstrel, like, special move. All right, Warbeard, get out of here. We got to go back to Belcrum now. You're looking good, buddy. Man, that would have been the best thing ever if I won the grand prize and didn't even know about it. Oh well. That is a good emote, though. I like that. All right, let's get back to work. I'm really hoping that the Wilds thing, I'm hoping, like, I know this beta isn't gonna have the fixes because this is more just to let other people do it, but jeez. You came, Servant Sand. Are you done with your break? Yes, I am. I see in a little while a troop of traders from Dinga trade posts will be arriving. Let's welcome them together. Hey, Mr. Servant. This is my hunch as the head of the company, but I don't think everything is settled. The monsters that attack the traders are a recent migration from the Valdistas. They don't know the desert like we do, and it's just a coincidence that they took over a key trading post and exploited a weakness in Farazard. Is it too much to hope that someone else, someone who knows the country better, put the monsters in touch? Hopefully not. Oh, damn, you're so lucky. That's awesome, though. My computer definitely can't handle it. It's too far, so my computer wouldn't even load it. It was just black screening whenever I tried to load the beta, so I had to play it on PS5. I tried it on Xbox Series X as well, but I feel like the PlayStation was running it a little bit better, so it's fine because it's got cross-platform, so it's fine. I'll still have fun. It's not like it's gonna suck, but I always prefer to play things on PC, but yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't have the money right now to like build a new computer, so I just gotta like let it be. Oh my god, did you hear that? The sound of wheels coming to life? Yeah, that's what they said, that they are actually going to be able to hit like a stable 60. And I'm like, great, that's fine, because I don't want to play at 30. Like, I'm not like a big graphics snob. Like, I don't like, I actually think like all this like obsession with fidelity and games running like garbage sucks. But if they can just get it running at like a decent 60, I'll be happy. Obviously, I would prefer PC with like the good frame rate and really fun graphics, but like I don't super care. Yeah, like I can deal with 30. Like I dealt with 30 when Rise first came out and like every other Monster Hunter game, but 60 just feels so good in Rise that I'm like, I don't know if I could go back to 30 in a Monster Hunter game because Rise feels great at 60. Well, I guess World does too. Now this is what Farazard's Bazaar should be like. One less problem. Thanks to you. Look at how happy they are. He's got his little shield. He's gonna give me a hug. Hey, 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 did you play a big part in this? Not bad for a servant. I've actually gotten really used to 40 frames too. Because I usually dial game, if I'm playing something on my Steam Deck, I usually dial it down to 40 to get more battery life. And like 40 does not feel that bad compared to 60. So I'm like, I can do 40. 40 feels like weirdly like a billion times better than 30 for some reason. It must be like the way that the frame timing works, because 40 feels great and then 30 I'm like, ugh. Oh, really? Okay, maybe it's just the way I see it then. I see, you're a quite capable servant. Lord Yushka has a good eye. Oh, yeah. No, I completely get that, yeah. I started on Rise on Switch, and then when the PC version came out, I started over again, and I did my second playthrough with a different weapon, though, to, like, make it more interesting. You don't like being called a servant? You've been hanging around Yushka a lot, so it's only natural. But you see, Yushka is only interested in things that are truly valuable, especially if it's something he wants to keep by his side. You must really be in Yushka's good graces. Next caravan is arriving. The ones that have been delayed until now are coming in all at once. Dude, I just told you I don't like being called a servant. Oh, I've got to get back to work. See you later, servant. I like this guy. Please, visit us when you're in need, servant. See, this is like what people are talking about when they say that the voices add a lot to the game. I know this isn't what people meant, but this guy's voice is very delightful. Goodbye, little troll man. Servant, right? A bit improper despite such good work, isn't it? I'll tell them to address you by name from now on. Thank you for... Damn it. I always think they're done. Thank you for your hard work. Come and see me as a customer next time. You're always welcome. I would love... I want to master Hunting Horn so badly. I've always wanted to, like, play Hunting Horn, but I've just, like, never put in the time to get good with it. But boy, oh boy, is Hammer really fun, because I'm going to do Gunlance. Like, that's just life. Like, I love Gunlance, and I'm always going to play Gunlance as my main weapon. Like, the Monster Hunter playthroughs I've been doing, I've been using different weapons just for, you know, the fun, because it's a new playthrough, and I've done it before with Gunlance, but I'm going to be Gunlance, but I really want to try to master Hunting Horn as a secondary weapon. Wretched servant of Yushka, how dare you get in our way? You've wounded our pride. We'll be waiting for you in our backstreet hideout. Don't even think about running away. Malcolm received the letter of challenge, key item. I didn't like it in Rise. Like, Rise, I couldn't get into it either just because I didn't like the way it played. but I've been like kind of dabbling in it in World a little bit, and I did all right with it in the Wilds beta, but I'm definitely not playing it as good as I could be. It was a weird setup. I hope they don't do that again. Like, it's good to like try to switch up the weapons a little bit, but I also was not a fan of how they played it in Rise. I felt like when the beta ended, I was like starting to get a little bit better with it, and then the beta ended, and I was like, I'm gonna forget all this by the time the game comes out. Oh, you did a whole playthrough? That's cool. I don't know, I've been dabbling in it a little bit here and there, but I do want to, like, I just want to try to get good with it. Oh yeah, that means we can probably go to the tower eventually too on this character. I don't know if I'm really gonna bother with it, but still. The junk is blocking the passage. It seems that the sender of the letter is waiting for us. Shall we go inside? Yes, we shall, and we shall crush his very soul. Just a moment. My apologies. Here he is. You finally made it to our hideout. That's as good as I can get. We've been watching you ever since you and Yushka showed up at the bazaar. I'm also really happy that they said they're going to increase the hit stop, because I don't know what it did feel a little bit weird in the beta, and hit stop is like one of the main things that, like, besides what a garbage dump Dauntless is now, like, I always didn't like Dauntless because I felt like I was hitting paper. And Monster Hunter, it always felt like you were actually attacking something, like there was like some kind of weight behind it, so I don't know. That's not fair. That's probably why they did it, so that you have to watch ads. And I have my ads turned down as much as possible because I'm a good guy. Yeah, they're gonna bring it up a little bit for the full release, which I'm happy they're doing, because I don't know, it's weird. You wouldn't think it would mean so much, but it really does change the way it feels. Like for example, like there was a couple of moves in Frontier on Sword and Shield. It had like really weird hit stop, and until I got used to it, I was really bad with Sword and Shield. So it was like literally just getting used to like the like different ways that it hits. It was very strange. I never really thought about hit stop a lot until I played Frontier, and it became something that actually interfered with my gameplay when I wasn't like reacting to it properly. Exactly, yeah. So you went and messed with the boss's plan, huh? Stirring up those outsiders to raid the caravan and cripple Farazard? Ho, ho, ho. You really did a number, didn't you? This guy's ratting me out. Boss, you know who just came in? Oh yeah, this guy. I love this guy. Oh, look, his shoulder hurts just like mine. That's his, like, intimidating thing. Even crying babies shut up before the leader of the shish kebabs. I'm doing my best, but I can't get close to how good their voice acting is, so I'll do my best. You'll rue the day you ever cross paths with me, shish kebab.
盗賊団の住みかだ。そこを今の魔王が乗っ取りやがった。
Originally, this place was called Zard Ruins, the home of me and my band of thieves, until the current Demon King came and took over. That's branding, because then you have to say it twice to talk about him. He knows what's up. He knows what he's doing. Demon King is an idiot. He doesn't care about me or the others at all. You're just mad that he doesn't care about you? Now he's admitting that he's stupid. Now I feel bad for this guy. They talk about a free country, but in the end, only smart people do business, make money, and get rich. I might have to do some of the, like, extra quests. Well, we need to do the Gaiden quest from version 3 still. I gotta get around to those because they're gonna be a prerequisite. Not for a while, but they're a prerequisite for some of the later storyline stuff. So we're gonna be free too. We're gonna take this joke of a country and tear it all down. Why didn't you just say you wanted to be king? That's all you had to do. Then I'm gonna be the king. Look, they love him so much. That means he's a good guy. I see, so that's how it is. He's so jealous of Yushka, it's not even funny. I'm glad I let them move freely. Now I've caught the hideout and the gang in one fell swoop. He's just like beating it. Dummy, I told you to lure them in without Yushka finding out. I don't even need to read that one. Oh shit, they all did flips at me. He is pretty cute. I'm not a fan of resorting to violence. There you go. I don't have to read that one either. There we go. All right, we'll see how we do with Strunk. All right, well, we'll do fire just for funsies then. Shish kebab, please don't one-shot me. I think you're great. Oh, I don't think he's great anymore. I didn't even get to do one thing. You know, fuck it. Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna come one-shot you again just because I'm a bitch. I'm having no luck getting anything done in this fight. Boom! Did I just miss everybody with that? That's not great. You know what? I'm gonna hit the dragon slime because he's just being a problem. There we go. He hits so hard. Well, I guess he is strong. Well, he's almost dead now, but... There you go. I finished him off with an arrow directly to the chin. These guys are bad news. They're crazy strong. I'd taken down most of the bandits, but there are still a few of you naughty boys left. Yushka, that's a weird way to say that, man. You thought you could do it. Damn it. You thought you could do whatever you wanted while I was gone. That was naive.
確かにここは自由の都。だが、自由にしていいことと悪いことがある。暴力に訴えるのは悪いことの方だ。
True that this is a free city. There are things you can do with your freedom and things you can't. Resorting to violence is part of the latter.
この世の中の常識、他の連中にも教えてやってくれるな。
Will you teach the others about this common sense? Give me the ultimate apology. There you go. Sorry, please forgive me.
やれやれ、手間かけさせやがって。
Good grief. You really made me work. Oh no, it's Shish Kebab. He's still upset. Ooh. He hits fucking hard with that sword. Damn. Knock that guy across the room. There you go. He's good. He's like, I don't care. Well, this guy's surprisingly tough. I won't lose, Yushka. So, big guy, you're shish kebab, right?
お前のその体力と頑丈さがあれば、ファラザードの特攻隊長くらいにはなれるぞ。
With your strength and sturdiness, you could be Farazard's Suicide Squad captain. See, maybe Yushka like offered him jobs in the past, but he's just too dumb to realize that he keeps getting mad. You're making fun of me. This way, Mr. Najin. Sugiyama reported that this is where the thieves were hiding. Farazard's army. Remember, Yushka, one day I'm gonna beat you into a pulp. There he is. Goodbye, my friend.
族どもはまだ近くにいる。速やかに追悼せよ。
Bandits are still nearby. Pursue them quickly.
お前たちは
I'm a big fan of
盗賊
Najin.
団のものではないな。
You're not with the thieves, are you?
こんな品格にあふれた盗賊がいるか？
What kind of thief would have such dignity? He's just done with Yushka at all times, and I'm all about it.
本件に関わった者たちはこの後ファラザード城へ出頭し、一部始終を説明するように。
All those involved in this matter are to report to Farazard Castle after this meeting and explain the whole story.
俺たちはならず者を成敗したんだぞ。少しは褒めてくれたっていいんだぜ。
We defeated those ruffians. We deserve a little praise for that.
ファラザード城の正門は中央広場にある。門兵のホルティンに声をかければ城に入れるようにしておこう。
Main entrance to Farazard Castle is in the center plaza. Just speak to Holton, the gate guard. He'll let you in. Like no like response, just like pieces out, says what he needs to say and leaves.
ファラザードの魔王の副官、ナジーン殿さ。
A guy who was stiffer than a metal slime was Najin, right-hand man of the Demon King of Farazard.
さて、ご招待預かったことだし、いよいよファラザード城へ。魔王様とのご対面と行こうぜ。
Now that we've been invited, it's time to go to Farazard Castle and meet the Demon King. The Demon King, finally! And it's fresh air! Warbeard, get out of the way. I'll take it. I don't care about that. It is cool how much extra stuff you get having a thief with you. That's why certain things are green. That's like the stuff that like shows up because Warbeard's with us as a thief. At least to my understanding. Let's pop over to the Castle. It's actually funny too, because like a buddy of mine missed the last beta, so he's excited too, because he'll finally get to try the game out. I gotta make sure I set aside some time too. I don't know if I'm gonna stream the beta again. Well, it might be fun, because I had some people like pop in and we like grouped up in that and it was really fun, so maybe. All right, I'll come talk to you, Holton, before I go in. I heard from Mr. Nazim. I heard that the Shish Kebab clan, which caused chaos in the bazaar, has been dealt a crushing blow. Farazard's army will hunt down the leader of the Shish Kebab group and its members. Please, let us keep the letter as a clue in the search for the members of the Kebab clan. Would you like to give Holton a challenge letter? Yes, I would. I'm going to challenge him to a duel right now. Velcrum handed Holton a letter of challenge. Quickly, please, enter the castle. Mr. Nazim is waiting for you in the throne room. Thank you, goodbye. I think what we'll do is we'll finish up to the point where we're going to the next area, and then I'll call it for today. It'll be a bit of a shorter stream, and then Friday we'll pick back up and like do that whole thing and try to finish version 5.0 like on Friday, and then next week, well, I'll say at the end of the stream what we're doing next week. We got some new stuff going on, and by we mean me, the only person. Falcon proceeded up the stairs to the throne room.
お帰りなさいませ。
What? How are we to know? Okay. Welcome back, my lord. Demon King Yushka.
ゼクレスの魔王とバルディスタの魔王を大神門の前に引きずり出さんがため、階段を取り付けるファラザードの使者。
As an emissary of Farazard, I arranged for both the Demon Kings of Zekras and Valdista to gather before the Demon Gate.
その正体
Yeah,
は
I know. Even like when it was the first time I was playing through version 5, I was like, this guy's a Demon King. Like, come
ま
on.
あそういうことだ。
But my true identity is the Demon King of the new nation that rules the southern part of the demon world. That really was an over-explanation, but okay.
ユシカは自分の言葉で二人の魔王を説得するとガオを押し通した。私は危険すぎると反対したのだが。
Yushka insisted on persuading the two Demon Kings with his own words. I objected, saying it was too dangerous.
だから素性は隠し通しただろう。その辺の雑魚どもにバレたら面倒なのはもちろん俺だって分かっていたさ。
Oh, excuse me, sorry. That's why I kept my identity secret, of course. Of course I knew that it would be trouble if the mooks around here found out that the word spread.
しかしこの後に及んでご自分のしもべにまで隠し通していたのには感心しませんね。
But I'm not impressed that you kept it a secret from your own servant, even at this late stage. Yeah, it is weird that he didn't tell me. His beloved friend Belcram.
できたらすぐにでも伝えるつもりだったさ。
I was going to tell them as soon as I got back to Farazard and felt safe.
だがバザールでは問題が起きていて、それどころじゃなくなったんだ。これは留守を預かるお前の怠慢だぞ。
There was a problem at the bazaar, and I had to deal with it. Weren't you supposed to be responsible in my absence? So fucking done. I wish we could get... Maybe you can get his eye patch. I don't think you can, though.
我が王の帰還を待ちわびていたのですよ。
I apologize for the trouble I have caused you, but I had my reasons. And we've been eagerly awaiting the return of our king.
ご存知の通り、新興国である我が国の兵力は充実しているとは言い難く、国境の防衛と城下の警備、その両立に
Well, that's okay. Belcram has a pretty cool eye patch, I guess. As you know, as an emerging nation, we're not well armed, and we are struggling to both defend our borders and patrol the town.
あなたが外遊中に得た豊富な経験を生かして、この状況を打破する目覚ましい政策をぜひともご教示いただけたらと。
I hope that you'll use the wealth of experience you gained during your trip abroad and share with us your remarkable wisdom to help us overcome this situation.
わかったわかった。後でな。こっちは帰ってきたばかりなんだし、ちょっとは休ませてくれよ。
All right, later. I just got back, so give me a break.
彼の労をねぎらうのをどうぞお忘れなく。
Please, don't forget to thank him for his hard work. Yeah, give me a thank you.
わかってるって。
I know already.
ほら、これはこれまでの礼と、シシカバブ団を退治した手間賃だ。遠慮なく受け取っておけ。
Since for all the work you've done so far, and for the trouble with exterminating the shish kebabs, go on and take it. 300,000 P?
それとお前にはこの城内に部屋を与えてやろう。魔王のしもべにふさわしい上等な部屋をな。
And for you, I will give you a room in this castle, a room of the finest quality, fit for a servant of the Demon King.
ナジン、あとは任せるぞ。
Leave the rest to you, Najin.
御意に。
As you wish.
君の部屋は1階の西側に用意させよう。部屋の前には次女の雨天が立っている。 もしも迷ったら目印にするといい。
The room will be on the west side of the first floor. 10. The maid will be standing in front of the room. If you get lost, you can use her for reference.
君とは
He's literally just a signpost, like, oh, there's my bedroom, because she's standing
私
there.
も後で向かうから部屋で待っていてもらえるだろうか。
I'd like to have a word with you. I'll be there later. So could for you, sir. So could you wait for me in that room? Jeez Louise, sorry, I'm very tired today. It's been a long week. I'll make sure I get tons of sleep Thursday night and then I won't be yawning a bunch. I've thought about like changing the times I stream, but like I get up pretty early in the morning and like by the time I get home from work and like make dinner, like 8 p.m.'s kind of the time to do it if I'm going to, but some days I'm just like really tired. But I want to try to get back onto like a more regular schedule because I've been like, geez, ever since I moved, there's just been so much going on. I've been like abysmal. I've kind of killed the viewership of my channel by just like being so damn inconsistent. But it's just a hobby, but I still don't like that I did that. So I want to try to rebuild it and get it going again because it was fun. I'm sure you're tired from your long journey, being dragged around by Yushka through the unfamiliar demon world. So please, feel free to use this room.
Yushka がアストルティアから連れてきた君の件については報告を受けていた。
Yushka's informed me of the circumstances that brought you here from Astolsha.
ユシカと血の契約を交わしたこともな。
That you made
話したかったのはそのことだ。
and that you made a blood pact with Yushka. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
君はユシカの血を与えられたことで魔族に返事生き延びたわけだが、あれは魔界でも秘伝に属する禁断の呪術。
I wish they would just pose together with their cool eye patches. You were given Yushka's blood, which turned you into a demon and allowed you to survive. But it's a forbidden spell that is a secret, even in the demon world.
行為の魔族が他者に生き血を与えることで、その生命と運命を分かち合う儀式だ。
It is a ritual in which a high-ranking demon shares their life and destiny by giving their lifeblood to another.
ユシカのことだから、いつもの調子で君のことをしもべにしてやったとでも言ったのだろうが。
Yushka, in his usual fashion, may have told you that he made you his servant, but
禁術とは、そんな都合の良いものではない。
the forbidden art is not such a convenient thing.
命さえ落としかねない危険な賭けなのだ。まして魔族ならぬ者に血を与えるなど、はっきり言って成功したのは奇跡に近い。
It is a dangerous gamble that could even kill you. And to give blood to someone who is not a demon. To tell the truth, it's a miracle that it even succeeded. Oh. He saw me dead on the ground and he's like, you know what? That's my guy.
そんな重大事を伝令から聞かされて随分気をもんだものだが。
Yushka is not just a demon. He's a demon king. I was quite worried when his report contained such an important matter.
あいつにも何か考えがあってのこと。その決断が必ず実を結ぶと信じ、これまで城を預かってきた。
He had something in mind. I've been entrusted with the castle until now, believing that his decision will surely bear fruit.
そして今日この城に到達したユシカと君を見て、それが正しく。
Here we go. All of this, he was just telling us that we're best friends. I can see by his beautiful smile. And seeing you and Yushka reach this castle today, I'm finally convinced that I was right.
改めて礼を言わせてほしい。君には本当に感謝している。
I want to thank you again. I'm truly grateful to you.
他国の魔王との危険な交渉を遂げて、我が主をファラザードまで無事に帰還させてくれた。
We've negotiated dangerous deals with demon kings from other lands and returned my lord safely to Farazard.
あいつは型破りで危ういところもある。正直、会談の成功よりもその身の無事こそが私にとっては何より価値あることなのだ。
He's unconventional and dangerous at times. To be honest, his safety is more valuable to me than the success of the meetings.
死んだ魔王より生きている使い魔とは言うが、アストルティアにも似たような言葉があるのだろう。
They say a living familiar is better than a dead demon king. Does the Stolsh have a similar saying?
失礼します、ナジーン様。
Excuse me, Master Najin?
帰ってこられたはずの魔王様がまたどこかへ姿を消されまして。
The demon king who was supposed to have returned has disappeared again.
まったく、噂をすればこれか。迷惑をかけることを少しも悪びれない。
Speak of the devil. I take back my apology for inconveniencing him.
お互いに苦労は多いが、共にあいつを支えていこう。
We both have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but together we can support him.
ユシカならザードの戦闘だろう。昔から高いところに登りたがるのだ。
Yushka is probably at the Zard Spire. He's always liked climbing up high places.
これから私は今後の公務について臨時の会議を開かねばならない。誰かが迎えに行ってくれるとありがたいが。
I have to hold a special meeting about my official duties going forward. I would appreciate it if someone went to fetch him. I wonder who will have to do it. Is it me? Probably. I'm just gonna grab some water real quick. To the Zard ruins. Alright, I can do that. I know that I'm crazy and there's no such thing, but sometimes, just sometimes in the dark of night, sometimes I think that maybe now that he's a demon, maybe Belcrum's like too purple, but then I'm like, that's impossible. You can't be too purple because it's the best color, objectively. But just sometimes, every now and again, like, does it clash? All right, let's go to the Zard ruins. Even my coffin's purple. I think this was a tunnel. I can't remember. Yep. All right, so we're going to the Jambalaya Desert, or the Jarambaha Desert. I do need to get back to work though, like Warbeard. He's been level 121 for a while, and I've kind of fallen behind. I've started only doing the world tree thing once a week because I got sick of running that dungeon 10 times a week. I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm at like level 28 for like all the stat increases, and I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, why did they do that? This game is so fun and it has so many good things, and then that's like, it's the most boring thing because there's like, one, the mini bosses, there's like 3 of them, and then the main bosses, there's like maybe 5, but you have to fight the same one 10 times. Yeah, it's so boring. Like, I want to finish it. I'll never do it on Belcrum. Belcrum is strictly storyline and that's it. If I have to eventually turn him down to easy mode because he's not strong enough, I will. Because I'm doing everything strong on Warbeard. So I don't really have anything to prove. 100,000 gold? I'll take it. Wait, where did I fuck up? Let's go to the Jernbaha Desert Zard Spire. Been a while, sorry. Boot. I obviously went to the wrong place. It's weird. Like, well, it's kind of just like, one, it's an MMO, and two, it's an MMO of that era where like just ridiculous grind fests were just part of it. But it's like that one's egregious. Like it's too much. Like if they had a little bit more variety into it, it would be great. But it's like, I wouldn't mind the grind if it was fun, but it's like, it's the same like under 10 things over and over and over and over. Like I've been doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I've done 10 runs of that dungeon and I just feel like I'm dying slowly. Okay. Well then we'll be fine. Belcrum will be okay. Oh, you dummy. We're going to the Zard Spire. What am I doing? It's the best mount. Also, how's it going, Exala? Good to see you. Maybe what we'll do, because I think we're getting to the end of this part of the story. I recently, so number one, I'm going to reveal it now. Ooh, big secret. But we're going to start the new playthrough on Monday of Shining Force on original hardware on the Sega Genesis. Crystal, you saw when I was testing it. But I acquired a couple of other Sega Genesis games and I haven't had a chance to test them. So maybe when we finish this up and get to the part where I want to pause this game for today, I might pop those two games in real quick just to make sure they're working properly, because I have a return window if they don't. It's gonna be so cool. I've been looking forward to playing through Shining Force again for so long. It's been over 20 years since I played it, and I'm like pumped. I still remember a lot of it too. I was surprised when I loaded it up to like test it out. I was like, I remember all this. Southern part of the demon world is covered with desert, and it is not expected to produce abundant harvest. That is why trade is developed since ancient times. 農作物や家畜、毛皮や織物など、さまざまな品物を取引する。Small groups of desert nations traded with each other in various goods, such as crops, livestock, furs, and textiles. 俺も元は宝石商の生まれだ。大正の荷車がゆりかごみたいなものだった。I too was born into the jewelry business. The wagons of the merchants were like cradles. Did you make those edgy skull lapel pin? I don't even know what I would call those. Jewelry is a symbol of wealth and power, so every country I've been to has been a vibrant, dreamy, glorious place. だが、そういう国ほど驚くくらいあっさりと滅んでしまう。そんな光景を幾度も見てきた。However, I was surprised at how easily such nations were destroyed. I've seen such a scene many times. 侵略、内乱、あるいは天災。何にせよその兆しが現れたとき、奴らは問題を先送りにする。Invasion, civil war, natural disasters. Whatever it is, at the first sign of it, they put it off. そしていつしか積もり積もった災いの火種が破滅を呼び寄せるのだ。And one day, the accumulated sparks of misfortune bring ruin. 思考を止めることは死ぬことと同じだ。考え続け、
新しいものを取り入れなければ
That's very
この
true.
魔界で生き残ることはできない。
Stop thinking is the same as dying. If you don't keep thinking and taking in new things, you won't survive in this demon world.
だから俺は今までの魔界にはない方法で俺の理想郷を築くことにした。
So I've decided to build my utopia in a way that has never been done before in the demon world.
そう、今までどんな魔王も試したことのない新たな方法で。
Yes, in a new way that no demon king has ever dared try before.
これが砂の都ファラザード。
Look, it's the fucking demon whale! Sorry. This is Farazard. It's my pride and joy.
ここまで国を大きくするのは苦労したぞ。ジャリムバハ砂漠の小国家軍をあの手この手で統一しなきゃならなかったからな。
It was hard work to make the country this big. We had to unify the small states of the Jirambaha Desert by any means necessary.
まだ解決すべき問題は5万とある。シシカバブ団みたいな。
I don't think Shish Kebab's the dark side of Farazard. Come on, he is a lovely boy. There are still a million problems to solve. People like the Shish Kebabs are the dark side of Farazard.
だが、俺の野望はファラザードにとどまらない。この魔界はもっと新しく、もっと刺激的な面白い世界にできる。
My ambitions go beyond Farazard. I can make this demon world newer, more exciting, more interesting.
それを成し遂げられるのは大魔王になった俺だけだ。
Only I, as the demon lord, can accomplish this.
お前の方は早く元の体に戻りたい一心だろうが、俺が大魔王になるまではキリキリ働いてもらうから覚悟しろよ。
But you just want to get back to your normal body as soon as possible. Until I become the demon lord, you're going to have to work hard. You better be prepared.
明朝デモンマウンテンへ出発だ。俺の足手まといにならぬよう
Okay, perfect.
自分の部屋でしっかり休んでおけよ。
Tomorrow morning, we'll leave for Demon Mountain. Make sure you rest well in your room so that you don't slow me down. Yushka, come on, I would never slow you down. We're best friends. Do I just go to bed? Yeah, go to bed. All right, fair enough. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to bed. Bagels or donuts? Probably donuts. Not the bed, you fucking clod. There it is. Let's go. Would you like to go to bed and rest for tomorrow? Yes, I would. Malcolm slept soundly in his soft bed and dawn broke. Go to the throne room. Okay. We'll talk to him. Right, going there it is. Everything in that room kind of blends together for me. it looks like a bed. I was like, oh, why are there donuts on my bed? But I was like, all right, maybe that's just how they live in the desert. They had some donuts before bed. Oh, he's wearing his edgy clothing. There we go. His like sparkle vest because he's a dragon mancer or whatever they called the class. Najin, why are you so hard-headed?
至極まっとうな進言をしてますよ、私は。私の頭が硬いのではなく、あなたの頭が緩いのです。
I've given you very honest advice. It's not that my head is too hard, but that yours is too soft. I don't eat in my bed anymore. I used to, but I stopped many years ago. I don't like rolling around in damn crumbs. Even though we've known each other since childhood, how dare you talk to the Demon King like that? It would be nice though to wake up to like fresh donuts and a cup of coffee. Late last night, you summoned the soldiers who'd been sweeping up bandits in the alleyways, relieved them of their duties, and threw a banquet where they drank, sang, and had a good time.
兵士だけでなく町の住民挙句の果てにお尋ね者まで宴の輪に加わっていたようですが
When I rushed over, I found not only the soldiers, but also the townspeople, and to top it off, even fugitives were among the party crowd. He's just hanging out with everybody.
堅物な副官のおかげで束の間の息抜きも台無しだな
Too dark to recognize every single face. Ah, my little snub-nosed lieutenant has ruined my momentary respite.
あなたという人はもう少し魔王としての自覚を持って行動するようにとあれほど言っているのに
You. I told you to act with a little more awareness as the Demon King.
常識にとらわれないのはあなたの美徳ですが周りに与える影響も考えていただきたい国家の平安を乱すようでは It
is your virtue to think outside the box, but I ask you to consider the impact you have on those around you. If you disturb the peace of the nation, you're on the wrong end of the stick.
シシカバブ団の件放置すれば禍根が残る
The shish kebabs, if left unchecked, the problem will remain.
これは彼らだけの問題ではありません 現状に不満を持つ者どもが納得できる答えを示してこその統治者なのでは
This is not only their problem. Isn't a ruler supposed to provide answers that please those who are dissatisfied with the status quo?
たくお前はいつも正論ばかりだそんなことくらい分かってるさ俺だってこのままにするつもりはない
Sheesh, you're already... Sorry. Just always have to be right. I already know that. I'm not just gonna sit around and leave things like this either.
それからネクレスとバルジスタでの行動も決して褒められたものではありませんよあなたの態度一つで国家間の揉め
He's just laying right into him. Your behavior in Zekres and Veldista has not been complimentary at all. Your attitude is one thing.
副官殿は有事の際にファラザードを守る自信がないと見えるそんなのは俺とあいつがいれば
My second in command didn't even have the confidence to protect Farazard during an emergency. If it wasn't for us.
なんだいるならいるって言えよ
Did they like not know I was here? Do they just bicker all the time? Oh, what? If you're here, at least say something.
お前起きるのが遅すぎだぞ
That's what best friends are for. You just gotta bicker and fight and maybe punch each other. I don't know. Took you long enough to get up. Not only was I tired of waiting, I've had to put up with never-ending lectures.
あなたこそすっかり寝坊したくせに魔王がしもべに責任転嫁ですか
Well, I would never punch my best friend. You're the one who overslept. The Demon King shifting the blame to his own servant.
昨日はザードの戦闘までユシカを呼びに行ってくれたそうだな。 手間をかけさせてすまない。
Well, you kind of all but hinted that I needed to be the one to do it. I heard you went to the Zard Spire yesterday to fetch Yushka, or to have caused you so much trouble.
ん？うん。ああ、この衣装は魔王の清掃だ。いよいよ魔戦境に会うというのに普段通りじゃ格好つかないだろ。
Ah, this is the Demon King's formal attire. We're about to meet the Oracle, and we don't want to go looking like a commoner, do we?
よし、これで全員揃ったな。ナジン、これからのことをこいつに説明してやってくれ。
All right, we're all here. Najin, explain to them what's going to happen next.
これから君たちはゲルヘナ原野を北上し、大神門を目指すことになる。君も一度は訪れているはずだ。
From here, you'll travel northward through the Gehenna field to the Demon Gate. You must have visited there at least once.
ユシカからの要請に応え、他国の魔王たちも大神門前の集落に集まってくるだろう。門の先がいよいよデモンマウンテンだ。
In response to Yushka's request, the demon kings of the other nations will gather at the settlement in front of the demon gate. Beyond the gate is Demon
デ
Mountain.
モンマウンテンでは大魔王の資格を問う様々な試練が待っているそうだ。大神門が開く都度、試練の内容は変わるという。
Demon Mountain, there are various trials waiting to test the qualifications of a demon lord. The contents of the trials change each time the demon gate is open. You know what would have been cool is like, say they had like a bunch of different trials and they actually rotated. So say you played through the game a second time, it might actually have different trials. That'd be kind of cool. A waste of resources that they probably don't need to do, but like it would have been cool. Of course, the demons seeking to become Demon Lord are not limited to the Demon Kings of the three nations, and the competition among them will be fierce. It would be neat. It's like a little much for an MMO to have that, but I still think it would be kind of fun. And let's take my measure. We'll see just how worthy I am of becoming the Demon Lord. Gene, you're in charge here. I'm going on ahead. He just jumps. Goodbye! Did you jump off the top of the castle again? Everybody loves him so much. Hey, if you can, it's a quick way to get around. Has there ever been a more ill-mannered demon lord? He'll always be a free spirit. Anyway, you keep an eye on Yushka and make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. Yes, you didn't even get to see me nod. With you at his side, I can watch over this place in peace. Please take care of my lord. Delightful. Let's go to the Demon Gate. Let's not and say we did on Friday. All right, here's what we're going to do. Obviously, we're going to stop adventuring, but... All right, what we're going to do real quick, because I'm going to end it there for today. As I said, I was testing out some Genesis stuff a little bit earlier. So I got a few games for the Sega Genesis over the holidays that I haven't had a chance to like test out and make sure they work yet. So we're going to do that real quick before I end the stream just for funsies, because I like to see kind of how they look on stream, blah, blah, blah. So we'll do that real quick, and then we'll end it there. And then Friday we'll pick back up and actually head to the Demon Mountain and see what happens next on that end. So just bear with for like just a minute. I just got to switch one thing over, and we'll take a quick peek and check out some of my holiday acquisitions. So just a moment, and I will be right back.